Drexler lost it. Barkley on the recovery. Stopped by Ewing. And then put on the floor by Oakley. And Barkley goes at Oakley. Oakley missed with a swing. Barkley tried to go back at him. And they're separated. Whoa.
There is no question about what happened. Punches were thrown.
And it is apparent that they both have been ejected.
It's a no question, not even an argument. What a shame.
You know, it's dangerous as these two guys go off together, although you would think.
Yes, going on now. Let's take a look now at what happened. Barkley.
Yeah, I understand Charles Barkley's point of view there.
But the only thing is, Marv, Oakley was going for the basketball.
Yeah, he took him over the edge.
Oh, but they're both strong. I mean, these are two of the strong guys in the NBA, and it looked like Barkley was leaning back. Charles.
Barkley fights for it. Takes Rodman. Offensive foul. It's heavy theater.
These guys love it. I tell you one thing. Neither one can intimidate the other.
Here comes Scottie Pippen. Rodman and Barkley will. Oh, oh boy, they got Barkley.
You know, hey guys watching that, there's no way, Charles. You got to pick your spot. But maybe Charles wants Dennis to go to the free throw line and embarrass himself.
I felt like it was very appropriate to get married to the state of New York. To the state of New York.
Yeah, but you've got everything except a bride.
I'm all of worlds here.
Karl Malone, who signed the WCW contract to wrestle Rodzilla and Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And
that name is a mess, isn't it? I love it. I love it. I love Rodzilla.
And so we got
Dennis, put this way now, buddy. Right here, Dennis. Pop this way. Just pull it off,
You ask those corporate people that's trying to buy teams and trying to buy everything in the world, if you go into their homes, how many of their kids are watching MTV, VH1? That's where they're getting all this from, not from the NBA players. If you ask any kid, who are you dressing like? Who are you trying to be like? You go in the homes, there's MTV. That's all that crap on MTV, VH1.
I'm looking at the cover of this book. It's a great cover and quite a title. I should be dead by now. Yeah. Do you really feel that way?
Oh, hell yeah, man. I mean, some of the things I've done in the last 7 years after basketball has given me a lot of scares.
He's got Don King's hairdo.
I really wasn't trying to physically hurt anybody.
And the photographer is hurt.
It was just the heat of the moment, and the things that I did was more like, okay, great, I'm gonna do this, and hopefully that, things will be cool.
Rodman was back cozying up to North Korea's young dictator this week with a bunch of former NBA players, and this would have zero news value except for his train wreck interview on CNN. Anchor Chris Cuomo asked if Rodman would intervene on behalf of Kenneth Bay, an American in prison for mysterious reasons.
If you can help Dennis, will you take the opportunity?
Watch this. The one thing about politics, Kenneth Bay did one thing. If you understand, if you understand what Kenneth Bay did,
yeah.
Do you understand what he did?
What did he do? You tell me.
Country.
You tell me. What did he do?
No. You tell me. You tell me. Why is he held captive?
They haven't released any charges. They haven't released any reasons. Exchange.
No. I'm just saying. No, I don't give a what the. I don't give a rat's ass what the hell you think. I'm saying to you. Look at these guys here. Look at them.
Wow, this caused a media eruption as everyone ganged up on Rodman.
We're going to get the latest now on Dennis Rodman's bizarre basketball diplomacy. Dennis Rodman, the self-appointed ambassador to genocidal jerks, went on CNN to defend heading to North Korea.
Hopefully that, Dennis Rodman I think he's starting to exhaust the media's patience because he doesn't ever say anything coherent. I mean, it's one thing to get a flashy headline, but you don't really get an answer from him.
Then Wallace is fouled, and Wallace did. Wallace right at our chest. This has potential to be serious if they don't get between. Wallace upset. Players trying to hold each other off. Steven Jackson and Rasheed Wallace trying to be peacemakers. Now Jackson yelling. Wallace still going. You need the coaches in there to get him away. Jackson challenging Derek Coleman. Somebody should just get Jackson out of there. That's what causes the problem. Rasheed Wallace did an excellent job trying to keep everybody away and trying to keep the peace. But it started after Artest with a hard foul on Wallace after he got behind him. And then Ben Wallace came over with the shove. In an ugly way for this one to wind down. Totally that way. You've got to let it go. That's not that hard of a foul. It's not a normal foul, but not that hard. And Ben Wallace can't react. Sure. He'd have to walk past the Pacer bench to go. Now Artest has jumped over the scorer's table and is trying to get down to the bench. Artest is in the stands. Oh, this is awful. Fans are getting involved. Steven Jackson's in the fans. Rasheed Wallace going into the stands. The security trying to somehow restore order. Fans and players are going at it, and the players trying to help each other out. This is a disgrace. All the players now, they're jumping in there to try and get the other players out because the fans have come involved. Oh, what a sad scene here at the Palace. And now another fight's breaking out in front of the Pistons bench. It's a fan on the court. This is very, very dangerous. Fans are throwing cups with liquid in them now onto the court. Ron Artest has a look in his eye that's very scary right now. Dangerous situation. There you see Steven Jackson in there taking shot at the stands. And granted, it's very difficult when you're a player and the fans come at you, either physically or verbally, but you have to restrain yourself. You just can't respond to it. There were so many bottles and cups thrown. There's Artest, after what Jim Gray reported. And you saw there was no security around at the time, and it was too late. Many of the players going in there to get Artest out of there. And it had seemed the whole thing had calmed down when that fan came at Ron Artest. And another incident for Ron Artest, so unfortunate. And again, the fan, hopefully...